So hello everyone, it's been a very long time since I last made a video. I've not really been down the plot at all in the last few months, just because the weather has been absolutely atrocious here. It's been, well, mostly on my days off, it's been absolutely tipping it down. So I've not really come up here at all. So I thought what I'd do to start off the season, I'd go for a quick plot tour today. I've pretty much come down just to see what the state of the plots is today. Well expecting things to have been broken into, which they have, but I thought I'd come and have a look and see what needs to be done. So let's go and have a look round. So as always, we'll start at plot 89. So you see grass is growing a little bit around here, which I'll come and trim down tomorrow probably. It looks like the lavender is still doing okay. You see what bits of rubbish all over the place have been thrown down. Probably need to put some more lavenders along that side, as they've not done too well, but I've got plenty of those at home. And then looking at this side, it's the same along here as well, so I'll probably lavender all the way along here, to be honest. As you can see, more rubbish has been chucked down. Strawberries are still doing quite well. We've also got a few dead leaves that need to be removed, but it's good to see there's plenty of life in this strawberry bed. Rhubarb bed, we can see one tiny little rhubarb plant here, but it's starting to sprout, so hopefully we'll get some rhubarb out of here. Obviously it's a small crown still, it's the first year it's been in here, so I'm not expecting loads, but I may have to replace the other two crowns that are in here, as they seem not to have done very well, but that's something that I can do quite easily. Coming up a little bit more, as you see, we've got a little bit of grass overgrowing. That's easily dealt with. We've got I think it was white currant there, that's obviously dormant at the moment, and a little one that had disappeared. We've still got all of the potato buckets here, and we've got some more there ready to be filled for this year. And same story on this side, so we've got some grass and stuff growing, easy enough to get rid of, and one of the cherry porthos bushes here, which hopefully will do a bit better this year. So as we come up here, so you can see the rosemary has really been taking off. We've got a couple of dead kind of stems and stuff on the plants to be trimmed off, but actually some of them are doing really well. These are kind of, what, a good metre or so off the ground. Just need a bit of tidying up around them. That one's obviously not done so well, but we'll get rid of that. And these ones too have done really well. Thyme is still over there. Again, just a bit of tidying up to be done around. Now I did find these 4 chairs that don't belong to me, all in the polytunnel, which I'm glad to say is still intact. It's got some damage where people have cut the sides or cable tied things up. I think people were using that to sit and drink in over the winter. They'd put some weed membrane up against the edges, but we'll take a look in there in a second. So beds at the front are obviously all ready to be cleared. I'll put a load more wood chip in there if there's any of that available, just to top this up, and I want to get some plants in here early doors this year. I kind of left everything a bit late last year because I was building these beds and other beds, but yeah, they're not looking too bad. The wood chip seems to have kept everything down around there, so it was cardboard and wood chip in here. Same in this one up here as well. I'll probably get some more stuff planted in here again, probably courgettes or something like that, or pumpkins, whatever. Still got a bit of a pile of wood here to be got rid of, which will be on my to-do list. Little trees are still doing all right, obviously dormant for the winter. This one has taken off. I probably need to trim that down because we're only allowed dwarf trees here. Now, something I never actually did get to show you has been destroyed before I've had a chance to. So this was kind of version 2 of the tea bunker. I'll give you a quick show in, but I did have a stove, I had a little seat and you know, all my tea and coffee and stuff. This had gas and water power to it as well. This has been broken into a few times, so it's knackered. It needs to be replaced. So version 3 will be coming at some point soon, but I'm going to build that myself rather than using one of these stores. I'm going to build quite a sturdy wooden structure. I'm just going to put these doors back on for now. I say on, in place. So it did me well for the year that I used it, but it needs to be something more sturdy around here so that people can't break into as easily. Now, moving over this way. Well, actually, first off, we've got the pond there still. My plan is to do a wildlife area towards the top up here. And I'm going to build a bigger pond than I used to have. So hopefully I'll get a solar powered like pump, and I'll have a little waterfall type thing going to keep the water moving. Right, now along here to the polytunnel. Now I appreciate I probably didn't actually put all the polytunnel build videos up. If I've still got the ones that I've not posted, I will post those up very shortly. So what I did do is I dug down here to put the polytunnel in, and I'd kind of done a wood chip walkway here. This does need a little bit of repair. I think just where some of that wood was rotten. And what I had done, built a nice bed along the side, which as yet hasn't had anything planted in, but I will get some stuff, potentially some lavenders to go in there, or maybe something else, we'll see. So let's have a look in here. So it has ended up being a bit of a mess in here. So I did have some stuff piled up. I did have a little table and chairs in here, so I've still got the chairs. Your guess is as good as mine as to where the table's gone. What I did find when I came in here is there was weed membrane wrapped around these bars to kind of keep it hidden in here, I guess. So we had some people in here, I'd assume drinking. There's sort of vapes and bottles and things I found on the floor. So this definitely needs to tidy up. This is something that I want to use fairly soon, really. So I've got these little mini greenhouses, which I'm going to put when I've started seeds off at home, like well, probably tomatoes or chilies or something. I'll be bringing them down here to put in these mini greenhouses. So they'll be kind of double greenhoused, because they'll be within this and then within that as well. So hopefully that gives me a good start off for the year. I did have an automatic watering system up here. As you can see, this has been kicked, thrown about and broken. So I'll need to find another watering, well, another container to use for the automatic watering in here. The idea is to have automatic watering pots in here with all my chili plants to grow throughout the summer. So hopefully this will be full of chilies in here. As we look around, there is some damage that's been done, but hopefully I can just put some clear tape over that. And there's a few other places that I'd found, like here, so where someone's obviously cut with a knife. There's a few other little bits, so like down here. Not horrific, a lot better than I thought it would be. I thought, once I saw all the chairs in here, I thought this had been destroyed. And actually it's held really well in all the storms. It's not moved at all. It looks like the only damage and stuff in here is stuff that has been done by vandals, basically. All right, let's head out. So coming up, I think that is what used to be the top of my table. I don't know where the legs are. I may well be able to just recycle that and use that as a tabletop on some wooden legs. Yeah, so these are starting to fall apart a little bit now. So these will need some repair this year. But we've probably got some decent compost in the bottom of this one. And yeah, it looks like someone's been rummaging around all the stuff at the back here. So this all needs to be tidied up. But the idea is this back here will probably be a wildlife area. I am debating whether I keep both my plots. So that's going to very much depend on what I do with this back end, whether I have a small wildlife area or a larger one. But anyway, that is plot 89. Not as bad as I thought it could be. Lots of tidying to do, partly where I've left it, but also partly where people have come and chucked rubbish and vandalised things. So at least I can be back down here tomorrow and yeah, sort things out a bit. So I was going to record the other plot as well, but one of the plot neighbours is there, and I don't want to get them in shot. I don't think they'd be too keen on being in my videos. So I'll leave it there. I will have a look at the other plot and see what needs to be done. There's not things like polytunnels on there to be damaged or anything, so hopefully it shouldn't be too bad there. But I'll have a peek and I'll be back down tomorrow to make a start on getting cleared and tidy for this season. So thank you for watching. Take care. Happy allotmenting.